evening, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to another session of Tea Time with Dr. Fulks. I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate all of your questions. Please continue to submit all of your questions via Facebook Messenger to Florine Hanley Fulks, or email us at drflorinefolks@gmail.com. And please submit your attention to my YouTube page at Dr. Florine Fulks and hit the button subscribe. That is so important that you hit the button subscribe. Also, while you're watching me on Facebook, hit share. Your share keep me on a little while longer. So I thank you for listening. Are y'all ready to get started? Yes, we are so excited. And we're going to start with last week's final question. And it is from Manning, South Carolina. I am a 23-year-old happily married woman who is now pregnant with my second child. Congratulations. 3 weeks ago, my mother, 51 years old, had COVID. She had caught COVID-19, and she was deathly ill with it. And while sick, so sick was she was thinking that she was going to die. She said to me while on her sick bed, there was something she needed to confess to me. And I'm in shock, and I'm about to lose my mind about her confession. She said, you need to know that I slept with your husband 3 times last year. And I'm sorry. And before I die, will you forgive me? And Dr. Fulks, I don't know what to do with this information concerning my mom and concerning my husband. My mom, by the way, did not die. She is COVID-free today. So what do I do? One of my Facebook listeners inboxed me and said, Dr. Fulks, ask the daughter what time is the funeral. So I think I'm going to do that. What time is the funeral? Because somebody surely got to be dead. Somebody. Surely all of y'all not alive. But this is a very touchy thing. Let me tell you why. Your mother was 51, you were 23. I don't know how old your husband is. Your mother crossed the barrier. That was her son-in-law. Don't know what happened, if they got drunk, if they got high. I don't know why, but she didn't do it 1 time. She didn't do it 2 times. She did it 3 times. So that was intentional, okay? And she did it to her daughter. My question is, y'all leave out so much stuff. Did your mother raise you? Or what, did your grandmother raise you? Because surely there's no daughter and mother bond there. But she decided to tell you this because she thought she was dying from COVID. And I can understand that. She wanted to get it off her chest and needed your forgiveness. So you saying, what do I do? I believe you should forgive your mother. A lot of y'all going to be surprised I said that. But it's something special about a mother. You only get one mother. Whether she slept with your husband, slept with the neighbor, slept with the mailman, that's yet your mother. I know it's going to be a process. I believe you and your mother need serious counseling. Yes, to find out why she did it, what she was thinking. Mama, do you even love me? And if you do, why would you hurt me like that? So it's some counseling that needed to take place. But I would never tell nobody to cross their mother out because you only get one. However, that husband got to go. Oh, he got to go. Because if he's low enough to sleep with your mother, sweetie, he cares nothing about you. He got to go. Why are you even wondering about him? Once your mother told you that, your mother told you that because she wants you to know who you're married to. So that was a little bit of motherly instinct in that. She wanted you to know. I don't know what her issues is for why she did that. However, you and your mother need counseling. But your husband, to me, you can't come back from that. You can't. If it was my cousin, I might can come back. If it was my niece, I might could come back. But my mother, you sound like a Sunday morning nut. No, he got to go. Because y'all relationship would never be the same. But you and your mother go ahead and get counseling. All right, let's move on. Let's start with our new question. Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina. I am a 29-year-old single who's been dating a 32-year-old Nigerian business owner. We have been dating for 2 years. Finally, he popped the question for us to get married, and of course, I said yes. I love him. He wants me, before we get married, meet his mother and his grandmother. He said this is crucial to him. Before we get married, he wants me to meet them. So I went over to Africa and met them. And they was all so nice. They were so sweet. When I asked my fiance, why are so many women living in your parents' home? Because I know I at least saw 5 other women, unless he got a lot of aunties and sisters and stuff. He said, oh, no. Those are not my aunties or my cousins. Those are my dad's other wives. He explained that this was a part of their upbringing, their cultural and their religious belief. But I am a Christian, and I believe in biblical concern. Should I be concerned, Dr. Fulks? My answer to you is yes. You should be concerned. He did not prepare you for his 5 other stepmothers. He said they believe in that in Nigeria, Africa, or wherever tribe he's from. This is a wealthy man. You said that this is a sign of your father's wealth in Africa. He took 5 wives. But you should be concerned because you are marrying his son. So you need to sit down with your marriage counselor and ask him, will he also practice that type of lifestyle and thinking that he can get 5 other wives or 3 other wives? And if he say, not now, but I do believe my daddy is in his right standing, then you can't marry him. Because you said you're a devoted Christian, and you know in the Christian religion, we don't believe in multiple wives and multiple husbands at the same time. And it's going to be a problem. Oh, it's going to be a problem. So you're already unequal. He believes in that type of religion. You believe in the Christianity religion. You're already unequally yoked. You're already. So y'all got a lot of talking to do, a lot of counseling to do before you say I do. Because if he make you his wife, you'll just be the first one. You don't know who's coming behind it. Oh, this is serious. So my answer to you, young lady, yes, you should be concerned about what you saw. All right, let's move on. We in America don't like to share. We women of the African descent don't like to share. We're very territorial. Okay, let's move on to number 2. I am a 4th grade Lexington, South Carolina school teacher. I love teachers. My daughter is a teacher. I've been dating the unmarried principal at my school for 3 years. I'm so infatuated and in love with him. I recently found out he's been also dating a close co-worker of mine. So he's admitted to the cheating with my co-worker who's also a teacher. But I can't trust him anymore. My question is, Dr. Fulks, should I break up with this principal or should I just move to another school? I don't see the correlation. Whether you break up with him or not, he's a cheater. A good predictor of future behavior is past behavior. It's in him. That's number one. Should you move to another school? So you want to give him and the other girl he's been dating all the free time and all the free space. I wouldn't leave my job. No, don't leave your job. You like the school. You love your student. I would not leave my job. But I would stop dealing with him. Because all that's going to do is cause a lot of confusion on your job between your coworker and all her friends at the job and your friends at the job. It's too messy. Anything messy and confusing is not right anyway. Okay? So I would stop my relationship with the principal and continue to work. And because maybe she didn't even know you was dating the principal. He was just playing both of y'all. So I wouldn't really leave my job. I wouldn't do that, young lady, unless you're just tired of the school. But I would stop dealing with him on that personal level. He's the principal anyway. He's your boss. Never play where you work. That's a bad practice. All right, let's move on. I'm so excited. Valentine is coming, young ladies. Valentine. I hope all y'all men out there got yourself together. Oh, it's going to be some upset women. You hear me? See, I'm trying to warn you. Dr. Fulks love you. I'm giving you a hint. Don't give her what you got her last year. We like new stuff, okay? I done told y'all now. Show her that you love her. Let's go on to number 3. Davenport, Florida. Wow. Davenport, Florida. Her question is, I've been a member of my church for 19 years, since I was 22. Ooh, that's a long time. My husband, who is the sole provider of my family, recently lost his job. And now we are about to lose our home. We've already been threatened with foreclosed papers. We both always been faithful in the church and faithful in our tithes and offering. But now we can barely do nothing for the church. We can't even keep our lights on consistently. We went to our church finance department and to ask them for help, to help us catch back up on our bills. And they asked us to provide for them house payments, how far we was behind, foreclosure documents, light bills, and other bills that we had. And we brought them to the finance department and the trustee department. This is a 1,700 member church. Lord help me today. Last week, they sent us a letter stating various agencies that might be able to help us. Because they said, no, not at this time, they could not help us. Can we, I know you said don't do it, but can we speak to Pastor Fulks? Somehow, she looks to be trustworthy. Well, I thank you for that much. We both like to hear her opinion on this right now. I really want to remain a member, but my husband have not gone back since he told us, the church told us, no, the finance and the trustee. Well, what got me on this statement that you sent us, ma'am, that this is a 1,700 member church. So we're not talking about no little storefront. We're talking about a big church. And y'all say y'all have been to this church for 19 years, faithful in tithes, faithful in services, faithful in attendances, faithful for the pastor's anniversary. Oh, y'all been faithful. But now y'all have fallen upon hard times. Y'all got some hard times. You already got a letter from the court saying y'all gonna get foreclosed. That means you about 3 or 4 months behind. You barely keeping your lights on. So my thoughts on this is follow your husband out the door. Oh, you know I'm gonna tell the truth. You know it. I'm glad you said that. Because ain't no way I've been a member of a church paying tithes and offerings, faithful in Bible study, faithful in prayer, faithful in services. I'm even sitting in Sunday school for 19 years. Forget the 19 years. I'm going to give it 5. 5 years. And I come to you and say, my husband lost his job. Did they got the nerve to ask y'all for the documents? Now, to me, that's insulting. And they didn't even call you in a meeting. They send you a letter and say, we can't help you. But here's DSS address. Here's Harvest of Hope address. And you served them for 19 years. Yep, my answer to you, young lady, follow your husband. There are other churches out there. Oh, yeah, this is Pastor Fulks talking, not Dr. Fulks. I'm telling you now, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to help them. Even if y'all ask them for $10,000 to save y'all, ma'am, we're not able to give y'all 10, but we're going to give you 2,500. Ma'am, you want $10,000? We're not able to do that at this time, but we're going to give you 3,800. How can you not support these people? And they was members of your church, and now they in need, and you said no. Oh, no, I got a problem with that. So my answer is follow. You said your husband ain't coming back, and you said he won't go back to the church, but you want to remain a member. No, follow your husband. The man is the head over his wife. Your husband said he ain't coming back. You don't go back. Look how long you been there. You have showed them for 19 years how much you felt, how much love you felt for this church. And they just showed you in a couple of weeks how much they feel about you. So therefore, my answer is follow your husband. All right, let's go to the next one. Lord have mercy today. With loving kindness have I drawn thee. All right, let's go to our next question. It's from Sumter, South Carolina. I am a 47-year-old recently married woman to a wonderful man who has a 19-year-old son. Myself have a 20-year-old daughter. And now we are all a blended family getting along. I mean, everything is going great. However, it's always a however, you know. Recently, I found out that my 20-year-old daughter have been sneaking around having sex with my husband's 19-year-old son, my stepson. My husband said, why not? They not blood related. That's my son and that's your daughter. My question is, should I make her in this incestuous relationship sign mom who's sick to her stomach? All right, I'm going to answer that next week. Yes, I'm going to answer that next week. I want to talk to the mom who's sick to her stomach about this situation, because this is a serious situation. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing with us. I know y'all sharing on your page as we speak. Start sharing. Sharing is very important. Subscribe to my YouTube page and hit subscribe to Dr. Florine Fulks. Hit that And also continue to submit your questions via Facebook Messenger to Florine Hanley Folks, or email us at drflorinefolks@gmail.com. And thank you again. Next week is our grand finale. We're going to be closing season 1. Yes. We're going to be closing. Oh, you would want to be in front of your Facebook or your YouTube on next week. It is our season finale. And a lot of great things are going to be happening next week. Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm so excited that you decided to tune in today so you would know next week is our season finale. Again, thank you and good night. Happy Valentines!